What is going on, my crazy 70s Sixer fanatics? We are back with another daily pod with more daily discussion after another Philadelphia 76er victory. Let's go, Sixers. And I want to shout out the watchers, the likers. If you've been commenting, if you've been subscribing, thank you so much for helping this conversation continue to flow and helping this channel continue to grow. You guys matter so much to us here on Sixers Daily. Now, what matters the most in Philly, it's gotta be Tyrese Maxey. The best thing that's happened over the summer was the Sixer making a very mental, very philosophical transition from a Joel Embiid-led team to a Tyrese Maxey-led team. And not only are they playing different on the court, their attitude is different in the locker room. How good these Sixers are, guys, well, let's just go back to the stats. Because the stats, that is all that matters. Now, of course, these stats were before last night's victory. You know, you got to give NBA today a chance to catch up to what and how things are right now. Now, of course, once yesterday's game is implemented to the NBA.com software and system, we'll give you updated statistics and matrices. But before that game, guys, it kind of looks the same. This Sixers offensive rating is on fire. The best offensive rating in the NBA. You're talking about average turnovers, well, they're averaging less than the rest, guys. The Sixers are averaging about 12 turnovers a game. And the second squad, the squad that's number 2, is averaging about 13 turnovers a game. So one less than second best and a lot less than the rest, guys. And the average three-pointers made per game, guys, they rank number 2. But you got to look at the percentage, man. The percentages are all that matter. The percentages are all that we can really talk about because that's consistency. And that's something you did not expect to see. Not from Philly, not from a team without Joel, Paul George. How good is this team really? Well, the men lie, the women lie, but the numbers tell you. This team is looking like one of the best in the East, and their record right now at 4-0 have them number 1 on top of the Eastern Conference. Now, will they be staying there at the top, sitting on top of the East? You got to believe so, guys. This team isn't at full strength, and they're playing better than the competition, better than the other Eastern Conference squads. And not to mention, you see that bullet point comeback? This is their third comeback in 4 games. And the 4th game, they were undermanned, injured, out-firepowered, and still found a way to beat the Orlando Magic without Joel, Paul George, Jared McCain, and Dominic Barlow. Missing more players than you can anticipate and still playing great has me believing this Sixer squad not only is a bona fide shoo-in to make playoffs, health permitted, but they are a bona fide shoo-in to make some gosh daggone noise. Because playing Joel Embiid 20 minutes a game, if that's not going to get him to April, guys, then Joel Embiid will never make it. So I got a firm belief that the way this team is playing without Joel, the speed, the force, the hustle, the relentless help at the rim, at the three-point line. These guys are switching and playing interchangeable defenders 1 through 5. It doesn't matter who you have on that court. When Adem Bona, Dominic Barlow, Jabari Smith are on, guys, they are some of the best rim protectors in the NBA currently as of today. This Sixer squad is constructed from top to bottom. It's looking like a chef's kiss. It's looking like one of the best and most well-constructed squads in the NBA, not because of the well-rounded construction of talent, but because how everyone's a superstar in the role. Adem Bona isn't trying to score points. Adem Bona is protecting the rim, making sure that defensively he's one of the most relentless, one of the most impactful players on the squad. Jabari Smith, Dominic Barlow, they're not trying to knock down threes. They're trying to make sure they get every offensive and defensive chance. The way this team is constructed, be a star in your role and maximize your potential by doing that, that's exactly what these players are doing. And talking about maximizing their potential, gosh darn it, Tyrese Maxey is maximizing his to the fullest. He's receiving MVP chance, guys, and they are warranted and well-deserved. Not only is Tyrese Maxey leading the NBA in points per game currently, but Tyrese Maxey is leading this injured, this brittled, this riddled, and this very inconsistent lineup Philadelphia 76ers squad to #1 in the Eastern Conference. Now, we want to know, how realistic are his MVP chances? Because everyone's talking about it. You got Jeff Teague, you got ESPN talking about Tyrese Maxey MVP chances. And if you want to be realistic, guys, if he continues to play the way he's been playing, it's a guarantee that he's an MVP. I mean, he's a walk-in 35. He's getting about 8 assists a game. He's leading comebacks after comebacks. He's never given up on his team. If we, and I say we in the 76ers and Philadelphia fans, if they need a run, if they need a spark, or if they need a lockdown clutch three-point shot, you know who to go to. Tyrese Maxey. These are MVP intangibles. These are MVP qualities. The problem is, guys, he's not the only one playing MVP level basketball. And these players playing MVP level basketball are bigger names with maybe bigger followings, more jersey sales, and maybe higher expectations. We can look at Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is number 2 in points per game, and Giannis is doing everything: offense, defense, rebounding, hustle, energy, effort. Giannis is doing a little bit of everything. So Tyrese Maxey is going to have to not only beat out the Bucks in seeding, but he's going to have to beat Giannis a few times this year, outplay him, outperform him to maybe lock up that MVP spot and just secure that he's one of the best in the East. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You're talking about some of the best and some of the most clutchest performances. Shai Gilly, comeback Shai, maybe winning the clutchest player of the year award, which would definitely give him some stake in that MVP race. So I think the MVP chances, guys, if Tyrese Maxey keeps playing the way he's playing, it's undoubtedly, unquestionably his award for the taking. The question is, though, when Jared McCain comes back, when Paul George comes back, when Joel Embiid comes back to full strength or whatever strength he's going to have for the remainder of the season, how much usage, how much success, and how much Tyrese Maxey high-level performances are this team going to expect and are this team going to need? Those are the questions. Those are why Tyrese Maxey MVP chances. Yes, he has a chance, but realistically, what are the odds when the season is all said and done? One reason why I like Tyrese Maxey's MVP chances this season, not only because if this team's going to be one of the best in the East, it's going to be fueled by him. He is the visual leader, the focal leader, the mental leader, and the franchise of this Philadelphia 76ers squad. But he's got an MVP mindset. And that's one thing that a lot of players don't highlight. A lot of players just may not have, even if you think you want to put him in the conversation. Tyrese Maxey has an MVP level mindset. He had this to say to his teammates. I just let them know, day one, right now, moving forward, we're going to be... Sorry about that, guys. Had to sneeze. Tyrese Maxey, MVP level mindset, said to his teammates, I just let them know day one right now, moving forward, we've got to be on our P's and Q's every single day. We have to work extremely hard, outwork people, and play hard every single night. He also went on to say that Coach Nurse made a statement that when fans leave the building, wherever we are at, they're going to say we played our tails off. So that's what we're trying to do. And guys, if you've been watching this Philadelphia 76ers squad, 3 comebacks in 4 games, 3 double-digit leads the opposing team had, but this team has surmounted those leads, surpassed those squads, and scored more points in each of those games. The MVP chances continue to be thriving and rising with his MVP level mindset. That's one reason you got to say that Tyrese Maxey could potentially walk away with that award, scoring title award. He's already won Most Improved. He can't win Sixth Man of the Year. So Tyrese Maxey doing that dance right here to cement himself as #1 in Philadelphia. Gotta love Tyrese because he's an absolute beast. Speaking of a beast, guys, how will Jared McCain not only play, but how will Jared McCain be used? That's a huge question because the question surrounding Jared McCain is, will he be traded? Will he be sent out? Will he be moved around for another player to come into town? Nick Nurse doesn't think so. Nick Nurse has a plan for Jared McCain, and when commenting on that plan, he said the plan is inserting him, which would be Jared, in with VJ, Tyrese, and the Quentin Grimes group is the plan. That was sort of the plan going into the season. Again, I think they all can do a variety of things and gives us a chance to have some more depth. Depth is one of the strengths this team has, guys, but Nick Nurse continued that conversation by saying, gives us a chance to do, again, play some shorter stints so that the energy can stay high and all those things. We need him back. We look forward to having him back. But the highlight of this quote, guys, is we need him back. We look forward to having him back. And when Jared McCain does come back, what can you expect from him? Some we're talking about a Jared McCain trade to send him out and keep this team playing the way they're playing and rocking the way they're rocking. But if you know one problem Philadelphia has had not only this season but seasons prior, it's got to be health. So Nick Nurse, hoping that the guys of VJ, Maxey, McCain, and Grimes can all help each other play shorter stints. That's his hope of having those four make it healthily into April, continue to play great into May, and maybe have this team continuing the playoffs by June. So that's the hope there. Having Jared McCain on this squad is actually extremely important. Not moving him, not trading him, expecting him to play the position that you know he's going to be great at. That's shooting guard, that's potential star, that's knockdown jumper man. Jared McCain is going to be making it rain from three. Hopefully defensively, he still can get some defensive stops. Hopefully rebounding, he can still have some offensive rebounding chances. Jared McCain was a great rebounder last season. He was a questionable defender, but offensively, you know, he brought some high intangibles and some great performances. Jared McCain will be used on this squad as the fourth or maybe the third shooting guard on this team. I could see Quentin Grimes taking a step back. I potentially could. He's on a one-year deal, and you don't do yourself any good graces by putting yourself on a one-year deal for a team that's trying to build a future, that's trying to build a realistic franchise. I think Jared McCain is going to be used on this squad extremely high, not only on the offensive end, but as the backup point guard. Tyrese Maxey is playing 40 minutes a game, Tyrese Maxey is averaging 43 minutes a game, which realistically for an entire season is insane. Jared McCain is going to relieve some of those Tyrese Maxey minutes. Tyrese Maxey's points per game should drop by a little bit, and those MVP chances for Mr. Reese, those MVP chances may take a dip, may take a divot when Jared McCain does return, because Tyrese Maxey should be taking a step back in minutes. Those are things you got to watch out for, guys. The Jared McCain minutes impacting the Tyrese Maxey output. But one thing I want to see, guys, what are you guys putting in those comment sections, guys? Like, comment, and subscribe. Help this channel continue to grow. Help the conversation continue to flow. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys, because we got you back with another daily pod with daily conversation and daily discourse on our Philadelphia 76ers.